My name is Faraz Muhammad Ali, and I'm just recording the video regarding our website, Regal Burger. Now, our website is actually a little bit of a premium fusion burger grill where customers are actually invited to see the difference between just a regular fast food joint and a premium burger grill. And with our website, we were actually trying to really push against the stereotype of just a regular burger fast food joint where you quickly get your meal and you quickly leave. We would rather actually have customers sit down, have premium toppings, premium ingredients, and mess around with their burgers, experiment with different toppings, or let us do all that work and try one of our own unique burgers, like the Mountain Burger, or the Journeyman, or the Sriracha Burger. So we're actually going for a very unique theme and a very unique look with our restaurant. Now, the customer base we are targeting are those that don't mind paying that extra few dollars for a nicer, more premium burger and for a nice sit down location rather than just getting up and going in a very regular, very stereotypical fast food joint. We really wanted to be like a luxurious restaurant, but we're serving burgers, and you kind of have two usually considered opposites that we're kind of bringing together and clashing in this case. And we also wanted to offer customers the flexibility, quality, uniqueness, and definitely taste as far as the burgers are concerned. And we've done this with burgers such as the Journeyman Burger or the Sriracha Burger, or we even have a burger with peanut butter and peppers. And there's a lot of different burgers that we've experimented in this way, and we also offer toppings such as goat cheese or Swiss, and that really gives customers the flexibility to get maybe a burger from us that they've come to know and love, and then add on another layer of uniqueness so they're not always getting the same thing every time, which was very important to us. Now, as far as our restaurant's identity is concerned, again, we're just really pushing against the stereotypical fast food burger joint. Now, we went with a more luxurious colors, luxurious feel, so we went with the darks like black and red, and then we paired that with text like Marianne Bold. Now, initially, we also in our define a restaurant activity, we had the plan of doing a few different styles of fonts or a few different colors, but we, as we'll explain later in our conclusion, found that it's not always the case where what you planned out as far as creativity is concerned is what comes out, because we also wanted to make sure that the website looks good and it fits the overall theme. And we had a lot of moments where we took a step back and kind of re-identified what we wanted our brand to look like, which is what we got in our results. Now, moving on to a few different logos that we had, we experimented with the logo in a lot of different ways. Experimenting with the color of the text, where the text is. We always had that little bun that without a meat in the center, because the meat is what the clients want it to be, what the customers are customizing it to be. So we didn't put the meat there. Rather, we just had the bun, which is the structure, the foundation of any burger. And then we kind of experimented with the Regal burger being in the center of the bun, the top and the bottom. But we just kind of like the more simple idea of the burger and the text beside it a little bit better, because it seemed like whenever it was inside the bun, it was kind of pushing against the buns, and the text was overlapping the bun, and it didn't seem to look coherent and look very nice, simple, and effective. So we stuck with the red text with the text at the side and the bun in the center. And as we scroll down to our homepage, which is what we all worked on. We all kind of wanted our homepage to be a little bit simple, and we included one of our hero shots as well. Essentially, we have the burger in the center here. We began with the black background in Photoshop. We added on the red effect that you see there, and then on top of that was the picture of a burger. Now we also have the text, "We've got the best burgers in town," which is really the first time a potential customer is introduced to our unique brand identity. We have a sassy feel, we have an attitude kind of going in our tone, and we're not just being the regular stereotypical burger joint with just generic kind of terms that we're throwing at customers. We're trying to be unique. Now, we also have our navigation bar right at the top here with home, about us, menu, contact us, and catering. And then we have text like, "Ever heard of a burger chef?" where we're just talking about the uniqueness of our restaurant, because it's not usually where people consider burger flippers, the stereotypical burger flipper, a chef. But in this case, that's what we're actually doing. Scrolling down, We go to our catering page, which has a different picture. There's a burger at the side. Again, we're really going for those blacks because it feels so premium, especially with a nice HD picture of a burger where you can just see the lettuce, the tomatoes, the bacon, the cheese. It really kind of pulls it all together. And then we have something like, what about eating in a group? And then we're talking about with such awesomeness in our burgers, you're probably wondering why you aren't eating with people. We have a solution for you. And then we go on and talk about how customers have the ability to get any burger on our menu with any topping on our menu with any drink on our menu, which is a fantastic kind of pairing and fantastic offering. And we even mentioned something like cherry Coke, which is not something that you usually find in stores, but we've got it. And we've got it for catering, which is a really unique way of saying that we're different. We're willing to provide you with all of our services. And we even give an example of 300 people. And we have some information there about our phone number, 519-939-EATS, E-A-T-S, our website, or sorry, our email address that people can email us for more information. And for those who like to print out forms and take a look at them and kind of write in them, we even, if they email us, we can even send them back a form that they can fill out and just drop off at one of our locations. Now we go to our Contacts Us page. Basically, essentially, Diljot, who was doing this Contact Us page, what she did was right over here, she kind of put a shadow on her text in the background. Now she found that the white text was clashing with kind of the grayish white background that was there. So by putting a red shadow right where our contact us information would be, it really made it pop. It really made it a lot easier to see, which she found when she was using our red color, which is a color part of our brand identity. She found it to be effective in providing the information. And sorry, just moving back up, the Faraz had done the the catering page, and then moving forward, our homepage, just to reiterate, was done by everybody in our group. Now scrolling down one more time, we've got Shakib's part, which was the About Us page. Now he went for these gold burgers, which is kind of, it was so cool because it was really identifying with our premium burger feel, and the golden burgers with the black background just brought out that premium feeling even more. And he's just talking about just who we are, where we came from, kind of a little bit of history about our brand. Nothing like going down back into the 1800s or something like some brands do. We just wanted to keep it simple, keep it fresh. And moving down into Jaskiran's territory, she kind of changed up the side here with what's cooking. And then she had a few images, she had a few portions of our menu. Now, I really enjoyed how Jaskiran had used an image where it completely separated the burger into its kind of parts, whereas the onion, the tomatoes, the lettuce, cheese. Basically, in this case, she's really opening up the idea that customers can customize their burger. It just doesn't always have to be the way we prepare it for them. Now we've got over here. The screenshot doesn't show our entire menu. There's more menu in the website and in the Dreamweaver, but there's just as an example, there's things like the Sriracha burger, the mountain burger, the pepper butter burger, BBQ sweet chili, just a simple pepper burger, the Hill burger. Now it's really cool to kind of see that something like the Hill burger is actually our cheapest item, with something like the pepper burger or the journeyman being more expensive. And then our fries, for example, our wedge cut fries, where a potato is cut fresh when a customer asks for fries. We fry them and we provide them to the customer. So it's all fresh. It's all very clean. It's quality. It's unique. Rather than just getting the frozen fries and throwing them in a fryer. We kind of opted for something a little bit different, and you've still, throughout the whole thing, we've still got the navigation bar on the top where you can, all of the different navigations are actually linked within the Dreamweaver inside the folder, so that the clients are able to move back and forth between the website at will. Scrolling down, as far as web-ready images are concerned, one of our hero shots was the one pictured here with the black and red background and the burger in the center. And the burger's really popping. You really see the burger for all it's worth. You see the bun, the burger, the tomato, the lettuce, and the cheese. And it kind of speaks for itself, right? It kind of speaks for what clients can expect when coming into our restaurant. Now, as far as web-ready images are concerned, we always wanted it to be something that's quick and easy to download. So basically, when someone's going on our site, it doesn't take hours just loading up extremely high definition, high quality images. At the same time, it has to be something simple with a highlight on the main image, which in our case was the burger. And it's always important to find the right image with the right background. A, that suits your brand identity, and B, that ensures the object in question always remains in the key portion. So in our case, we had the black and red, which is really colors of our brand identity, and then the burger in the center, which is kind of brings our whole brand together, right? The burger, what's inside it, what's different about it. That's really what brings our restaurant and our brand together, right? And then basically, the images make the bulk of a site. So you always want to have images in your website because um, too little images actually make it boring. It makes it too simple. It makes it a chore just to go through your website. It's important to realize the look of your website actually reflects on the restaurant and the company itself. Now, as far as SEO is concerned, SEO has become a key portion of any website. It has become an instrumental tool in ensuring websites are placed in the best key locations. Now, the way SEO works is that you have keywords that individuals may search for in a search engine such as Google. That basically, if your website is optimized towards those keywords, it may actually come up higher in the ratings, even on page one, which is what everyone kind of wants to do. It's the holy grail of where your website should be, the number one page of Google, right? Now, something like best restaurant in Toronto that a client may search for is a common term for people living in Southern Ontario. So if your restaurant is optimized, it's search engine optimized for those four keywords, best restaurant in Toronto, you actually might find that your restaurant comes up on the first page, or it comes up on the first page, maybe the third option. So there's a lot of great ways to keep SEO using keywords as a tool to make your website more popular. Now, as far as popularity and SEO is concerned, something that's also extremely important are testimonials and social media. It has become instrumental for a website or a company to have a Facebook page, an Instagram, or a Twitter, any of these different social areas where you can actually engage and communicate with your clients and customers. It's extremely important that companies actively engage in doing that rather than just using these as a source of throwing information at people, because each customer that comments, each customer that likes, each customer that engages with you in return is actually a form of testimonial in one way or another. If they say, hey, that brand was great as a comment on one of your pictures that you posted on Instagram, let's say, for example, or Twitter, then other people that haven't been to your website yet see that. They use the opinion of someone who's just an average Joe. They're not a critic, they're not a website reviewer, they're nothing, but they're a customer that just goes to your website. They view that with a very high level of interest because they may actually see that review and say, hey, I'm near Toronto, why don't I stop by that website? So it's always important to have social media and engage with your clients. Now, in conclusion, a lot of things that when we were going through the website we found was that creativity is always open to editing. Now, the way you plan things don't always turn out to be the case. We found that with our define a restaurant activity, when we changed around a few texts, we changed around a few colors because sometimes things just didn't look right after you had it all together, all on the same page. Now, it's important. That's why it's important to approach these things with an open mind. Now, we also really learned the power and the capability of adding multiple programs to your workflow. For example, my individual logo, I had created that in Illustrator, brought that over to Photoshop, for example, for the hero shot, because we were putting that onto the hero shot, and we edited the hero shot with a black background, the FX, and the burger slapped on top in Photoshop, and then that was all brought into Dreamweaver. And Dreamweaver is really cool because it's running a browser inside the Dreamweaver itself. It's also running a PSD converter, so you can take images, turn them into PSDs, and also text and turn those into PSDs and then pop them onto your website. So we found that really cool because it really adds to your workflow. And then there's always the idea that sometimes technology just doesn't work as desired. Sometimes it doesn't save correctly, or sometimes Dreamweaver couldn't complete your action for one reason or another. And especially when you're doing something as tedious as coding HTML5, then it becomes very, very key to look at the small details, right? Why isn't your code working? Did something go wrong? Or why didn't it turn out the way you wanted it to look? Did something go wrong there? And then going back and backtracking and kind of finding where you went wrong and fixing that issue. All in all, thank you very much for your time. Our group consisted of me, Faraz Muhammad Ali, Jasker and Corbinipal, Shakib Salim, and Dilja Ajla. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.